Hey everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor, and we got a new shave of the day. And today we're going to be trying out something new. Grab it here. Black Cherry from Stirling Soap, another sample that came in of my massive collection. You can definitely tell that it smells like black cherry. And definitely has a cherry. If you like kind of a marzipan type smell, that's what I'm kind of smelling with this right now. Now, when I lathered it up, I got sort of a different scent. Still got that black cherry marzipan, but now I'm reminded of Dr. Pepper soda. If you ever had Dr. Pepper, you know how that smells and tastes? That's kind of like the what I'm getting off of this is kind of a Dr. Pepper scent or vibe off of it. So if you like it, that's kind of like how I smell. All right. And today we're also going to be using my King C Gillette with some Astra blades. So I pulled out the Dorcos that were in there. Not a big fan of those, but you know, they were the ones from Vietnam. They get one use out of them and pretty much throw it away. The Astras, I can get about 3, sometimes even 4 out of them. All right, so and then I spent some time trying to figure out what would match up with all my aftershaves that I have up in the collection up there. And the closest I could say that would actually meant would be Stetson. That's the one that's like, well, it marries up pretty good. The scent profile is kind of not what I'd say aggressively clashing with it. All right, let's get this. I got the Barbasol 1919 on here on the face. Add a little bit of slickness, add some moisture to it. And then we'll go from there. All right, let's see. There is a little extra. There. Oh, yeah. Now that I got this on the face, I'm really starting to smell that black cherry. If you like black cherry, if you like black cherry soda or anything that's marzipan style, this is up your alley. All right. Let's get this thing going. All right, let's go downstroke. Well, another day in the bank. Hopefully this early morning. Got some appointments I have to be early today. So hopefully get this video going soon. Depending on how much time I have to render it. Feel that Astra blade working good, just gliding over. I love the weight of this King C Gillette. This is a heavy razor, and it automatically just seems to, just the weight itself does a good job. Don't even have to, there's no pressing you have to worry about. Does it all itself. Not that you should press on your face with a razor, because that just adds razor burn. But I like this hefty razor. All right. All right, feel the slickness is really good. Lots of good slickness with this. All right. was out last night. We had clear skies last night. Well, sort of clear. I was out to about 3 a.m. and up at 6:30. A little bit of sleep. No big deal. I usually operate on about 4, sometimes 5 hours of sleep. Something I've never been able to do is sleep very much. I'm a night owl. But, you know, we had the tail ends of a meteor shower going on. So I was out. It's like, hey, it's clear. I'm going out. I don't care how much sleep I get. It's one of those things where you got to go out there and enjoy the events while they happen if the conditions allow it. Because you don't get that back. You just can't say, hey, I'm going to do it tomorrow night when it's clear. And if it's not happening, well, you're missed it. It's like expecting to see a solar eclipse a week after it happens. You're only going to see it on video. You gotta do it in person. Hear that razor working. The only thing is shaving this early, I don't have the full 24 hours of growth, but you know, I can't go a day without shaving. Drives me nuts having fur in my face. About time to, also I need to get a haircut because my hair is starting to touch my ears. That drives me crazy too. Well, speaking of which, I think it was 1993 the last time I was at a barber. Always cut my own hair. Being in the military, you don't have to have a nice haircut. You just need to be high and tight or just not there at all. So it goes pretty quick. Well, I was going through officer candidate school at the time, and they were going through and inspecting hair and everything, and they looked at it. It's like, your hair is blocked. I'm like, what the heck is blocked mean? And I had to ask. And it's like, had whoever cut your hair blocked it off, and it doesn't mean squared it off in the back. Like, thinking to myself, I'm the one that cut it. How the heck do I cut something that way? All I ever did was just put it on the one set on setting 1 and just go up to the here and then the 2 across the top. Call it good. And I don't know how you block something, but though they sent everybody, it's like the entire platoon of us that were candidates sent us all to the local barber. So we had to pay like $5 a person just to have them look at it. It's like, well, I don't know what to do with you. The hair's already cut. Like, duh. So, but when the TAC officer was sitting there going, yep, everybody has to pay. I'm like, whatever. So, I think it was a kickback, personally. Kind of like when we were going through basic training. We had a guy that was in our squad that was bald as a cue ball. Didn't even have hair in it. In one of those conditions where you don't have you lose your hair on your body. Didn't even have eyebrows, and he still had to pay the barber to get his hair cut. I was like, what? I gotta pay to get my hair cut? I don't even have hair. Well, everybody pays there, private. But like, it was interesting. I was lucky enough. I didn't have too much hard time going through basic. It was two of us that were specialists, because I had a college degree at the time. So when I enlisted, you go in, if you got a college degree and you go in, you would be automatically an E4. They'd bump you up. So one way of saying, you got education. This other guy was prior service. He was a Marine. And he got out of the Marine Corps and decided to join the Army. And they say, oh, you've been long enough. We're sending you back into the basic training. So he went through basic training, and the drill sergeant's like, all right, how come you're a specialist? And I said, because I got a college degree. And he was like, okay. And he looked over at the other guy, why are you a specialist? So I was prior service. I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. And basically all the drill sergeants like, okay. And they put him in the far corner of the bay and just left him alone. He had to still march around, but every time it's like, specialist, go take care of this. Go there. It was like, hell, when you went through the Marine Corps, hell, you were doing more, learn more than any of these dang privates were learning. So they just left him alone. It's like, oh, we need this, run this over to the CQ duty or whatever. And they were always making life easy on some of us. And every time we went to the field and we had to do a long-term field exercise, they go, specialists, come over here. All right, yes, drill sergeant. And he's like, you got KP duty. I'm like, oh, yes, KP duty. Means I get a hot, warm, dry cot and a hot, warm meal. And these guys are all sleeping in the mud. Yeah. You'd sit there and working, helping fix the food in the dining facility and get a nice warm meal. And then that evening, they'd have to do like a 10-mile road march to come back out of the field. They're all just grimy, miserable looking, and they come walking in and they see you sitting there going, hey guys, how's it going? That you suck. Yes, it does. Doesn't mean I didn't get out of it all the time, but did add up though. It was nice. But when I got done with basic, heck, it was within 6 months I was already sent to PLDC, Primary Leadership Development course. And it wasn't long like that. I think it was a year, something like that, where I got promoted to sergeant. And then It was right after that, my first sergeant drags me into his office and he goes, "Oh, you're wasting your time here." I'm like, what am I doing? What did I do wrong? And "Oh, you're wasting your time. I signed you up. I'm sending you to OCS, Officer Candidate School." I'm like, really? Like, I think you'd be better off as an officer because you got those calls. You're already leading everybody. Like, all right. So I went through that, and that was miserable time, but got through that. And then I became a second lieutenant, and next thing you know, going off to armor school, become an armor officer. Run around in M1 tanks, which was a lot of fun. So that was Armor Cav. Hoorah. So there you go. That was a good shave. I love that razor. This King C Gillette does a good job. Man, nice and smooth. Oh, I'm being attacked by soap. So that was the, there it is. That was the Black Cherry from Stirling. Excellent stuff, nice and smooth. Gives a nice clean shave. Slickness is awesome. The scent is really good. Smells a lot like Dr. Pepper. Kind of the vibe I'm getting off of it. So if you know what Dr. Pepper smells like, that's kind of like what I feel. Or kind of a marzipan too. You get that also. So that's everything. Ooh, ooh. I don't gotta worry about that. Forgot something. I knew there was something I forgot. Man, you're sitting there driving around, yakking, running your trap, and forgot something. Ooh, love this. Love Stetson. Been using Stetson for years. You know, there's some in there. New bottle. But the other thing is, Stetson eventually cools, but it gives you this nice slickness on it right there, right now. It smells good. Nice combination. They're not clashing at all. All right, that's everything. Hope you guys like it. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.